and this bullshit laws, because it's a bullshit laws, and I should have never fought with the zone. I should have stood with Top Rank, because those are the people that really love us, and I learned. You learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So we go back with Top Rank and two pay-per-view fights next year, and then an ESPN fight. I mean, everybody know what happened. Okay, this doesn't change anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in judge decisions, because they could be compromised the same way they compromised us in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Everything could be bought. You know, that's why I teach my boy, you got to take them out. If you don't take them out, they could touch us. They could do something to us. You know, I'm happy. He's happy. We all happy. You know why? Because he's the people's champ.
What's good, family? Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we just heard there from TeofimHO, Lopez Senior, tweaking all the way out. Yeah, you best believe. Teo Tweako, yeah? TeofimHO Lopez. Listen, Mr. Tweako, yeah? You tweaking right now. You all the way tweaking. Listen, let's get something straight here. Let's get something straight here, Mr. TeofimHO Lopez Senior. Listen, Mr. Teofimo. Can I call you Mr. Tweako? Is that alright? Can I shorten it down? Would you mind if I call you Mr. Tweako? Yeah? Let's stay there. Mr. Tweako. Mr. Tweako. Yeah? You down bad right now. And this problem, you see, with low IQ individuals. They're always looking at someone else other than themselves. I've got another video coming soon. Yeah? A leak. A DAZN leak of the audio. Of the corner audio coming in real hot. No doubt. And if anyone had any IQ listening to that audio in the corner, talking about Eddie Hearn, oh man, Eddie Hearn did us wrong, and Bob Arum, he loved us, and that wouldn't even enter your mind. But again, low IQ people, it's always someone else's fault. Low IQ narcissists, and I don't even like these new age psychological words. Everyone's a, you know what I mean? Everyone's a narcissist these days, but everyone's a, what's the other word they use? You know what I'm saying? One of them ones, but honestly, Teo Tweako, yeah, Tweakafimo Lopez Senior is 100%, he's a narcissist, and he low IQ, the worst type of narcissist, a dumb one, a dopey one, blaming everyone else, and it seems to be a systemic issue within this sport, same as Rob McCracken. Anthony Johnson's trainer, he's another one. Never takes no responsibility, refuses to take responsibility. It's always everyone else but themselves. It's a mad situation. Yeah? Talking about Hearn rigged it. Wait a minute. Did Hearn rig it when you was 13-1 on favourite? Oops. Someone please explain it to me. Was Hearn rigging that as well then? Because if he was 13-1 on, whose fault? Wait a minute. You're 13-1 on favourite. You're talking about first round KO. But Eddie Hearn rigged it. Wait a minute. If you'd have done what you were supposed to do, what you said you were going to do, what you told your fans to bet on doing, yeah? You was meant to be the best over, it was supposed to be the takeover. Listen, I don't know about takeover, yeah? the way you're moving is the tweak over. How about that? 100%. You stay tweaking. No doubt. Yeah? And now I'm hearing some things. I'm hearing that Teo Tweako. I'm hearing that Tweakafimo Lopez Senior was off the white. I'm hearing he was railing the white before the fight. That's why he was all over the place. He was up, he was down, he was left, he was right. Literally, after the knockdown, he said, "What are you doing? Get this guy out of there." Then he said, just calm down. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It's madness. And that same dude, rather than taking a step back and saying, you know what, I don't really like to comment after a fight because I haven't watched it back. I need to analyse it. That would be the smart thing to say. Instead of doing that, you're throwing everything at the wall. Hope something sticks. First it was, he won no rounds and you won all the rounds. Then it was 10-3. So then it was 9-3. Then it was Hearn robbed us. Then it was this, that, the other. Then it was we got robbed. Then it was Hearn rigged it. I mean, we're all over the place. But make your mind up. Which one is it? Sounding like Deontay Wilder right now. Down bad. Yeah? You're sounding like down bad Deontay. Deontay down bad. That's what you're sounding like. Yeah? Mr. Tweakafimo. Now, I want to actually, before, obviously, these claims made by TeofimHO are nothing more than the ramblings of a man who's suffering. Yeah, he's going through it right now. He's been talking about the takeover. Sorry, he's been talking about the tweakover. Oh man, we're gonna tweak. It's TeofimHO. It's the tweakover. Yeah, it's TeofimHO. We are. Yeah. My name TeofimHO Senior Lopez. My name TeofimHO Lopez, and you know it's a takeover. It's a tweakover. Listen, you ain't doing nothing. That's what you're not doing. Cambosa's half your size, and he give you a good lesson in there. He teach you some lesson in discipline. He teaches some lesson in solidarity. Yeah? He teaches some lesson in good old humble 1930s alcoholic pops discipline. That's what he give you. 100%. Yeah? Cambosos gave TeofimHO Lopez some 1930s alcoholic pops whooping. Yeah? One of them ones. 100%. You got whooped like a pops whooped kids back in the 1930s. And tell a lie, he whooped you like a alcoholic 1930s pops whoop their kids, 100%. Yeah, the worst kind of whooping. At 1930s alcoholic pops whooping. You know them ones there. Yeah, early morning. Dragged out of bed in the early hours of the morning as a child to get a whooping. Well, that's what it was, 100%. Yeah, with a kettle wire. That's what he was getting in there from Cambosos. So let's not worry about nothing else. Let's not worry about Hearn. I'm sick of, listen, don't get me wrong. Hearn isn't perfect, but you forget. Before this fight, what was happening? Oh, Eddie Hearn's the TeofimHO was saying Eddie Hearn's the best. Yeah, because guess what? For you man who don't know, Eddie Hearn was the one who put this fight on. Because Bob Arum, the man who you say loves you so much, told you. He said, listen, Teo, you don't do no numbers. I'm not paying you big money for the Cambosos fight, because it's not a big fight. You don't do no numbers. He don't do no numbers. There ain't no money there. And that's why you went to Triller. Triller then basically punctured too and said, listen, yeah, we offered you a big amount of money, but we can't even justify it because you don't do no numbers. Oops. Yeah? Triller bailed on you, and it was Eddie Hearn and DAZN who came through in the end to nice you. You got niced. Yeah? Out here living with no furniture in your yard. Wow, you was down bad. You needed that. Yeah? It was Hearn and DAZN who put some furniture in your bare pad. Yeah, your pad was looking bare. No doubt. Yeah? So, you should be grateful. And again, what worries me here is that TeofimHO, both of them, in my opinion, aren't going to make no changes because they're going to blame everything else. And in fact, I'm out here kind of going in on TeofimHO Senior, but really we already know. Before TeofimHO Senior had said anything, TeofimHO Junior had been already talked in the post-fight interview. Minutes after, he took the mic and said, I won. I got robbed. I won, etc., etc., etc. So, arguably, in fact, listen, 100% confirmed. It's obvious. Yeah, there's no paternity test needed. There's absolutely no paternity test needed. We know that is his son, because you're both the same. Yeah, that's why you both got the same last name, TeofimHO. Sorry, that's why you got the bottom line. That's why you got the same name, TeofimHO. Yeah, 100%. You're tweaking, all the way tweaking. So you're as bad as each other. And the reason I'm bringing it up is to say why it's dangerous is because they ain't gonna make no changes. They ain't gonna look at this rationally. Instead, it was rigged. We got robbed. The fans love us. What? You literally got everything back to front. You didn't get robbed. The fans don't love you because most of them got bumped. And I can't lie to you. I haven't heard a crowd cheering a man's name as much as that. So I do give you credit. You did get the fans gassed, but that was before you bumped their coins. Yeah? So I heard quite a few of your fans ranting and raving about, it's going to be a second round KO, it's going to be a first round KO, it's a takeover. Yeah, it's going to be a first round KO because it's a tweakover. Yeah, the tweakover is going to get us a first round KO. Oops, that went quiet. Yeah, that was nowhere to be found. And now look at you, talking about big conspiracy. Well, it's the system, and Eddie Hearn, and we should never gone to Eddie Hearn's, and these are the same cats here who was rinsing Bob. And I'm not saying, I don't like, listen, I don't like Bob from Adam. Yeah, I do not like Bob from Adam. But that said, these are your words. You were saying Bob's no good and Eddie Hearn's a straight up guy and etc, etc, etc. Oops. Now you lost because you couldn't deliver. Listen, your wig wait a minute. Who split your wig then? Because I can't lie to you. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the playback, and I've watched the playback. I never once saw Eddie Hearn split your wig. So who did that then? I'm confused. Yeah? TeofimHO, TeofimHO, when you look in the mirror and your wig is all messy looking, who did that? Yeah? Because I didn't see Eddie Hearn in the ring. Oops. Yeah? When Kambosos lasted the full 12 rounds, did Eddie Hearn do that as well? Don't tell me. Kambosos and Eddie Hearn put something in your drink so you couldn't get the KO. Yeah? Don't tell me. It was Eddie Hearn that turned you into a Devin Haney looking ass. No power having. Oops. Don't think so. Yeah? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, I think the more I spend around this sport, the more I'm starting to believe that delusion is a key characteristic these boxers need. They must be delusional. That's how they're able to go in there so often and be able to do these things that most people don't want to do. Because I'm trying to look around. Who's really rational? But it's never once. Very few of these people take responsibility. Deontay Wilder, TeofimHO. Who's really sat down and said, you know what? I'm to blame here. I'm the main problem here. I'm the reason I didn't get a KO. I'm the reason I got beat. Nah, you know what? It's much easier to go with the conspiracy. Much easier to blame everyone else. Oh, it's Eddie Hearn. But you know what? I haven't got a problem. You know what? To be fair, if you want to go look and show the evidence, where's the evidence of it? Show us where it makes sense that it's Eddie Hearn. Because I can't lie to you, Eddie Hearn was already trying to put on the Haney versus TeofimHO fight, which is bigger. That was he was literally half promoting that fight. So it makes no sense. Rob you for what? And that's another thing. He doesn't even have Kambosos under contract. When you got beat, yeah, Eddie Hearn said, oops, we haven't even got him under contract, Kambosos. So where exactly does that make sense? You, even though you don't have no real big name, but nonetheless, you were the bigger name. How he was planning for your future with Haney and whatever else after that. But now that you lost, and this is the thing as well, anyone who's objective can say that people play their roles. Your role is to win, your role is to fight. Eddie Hearn's is to deliver the fight, and deliver you the big fights, and deliver you the purse. Now, if you tell me that you haven't been paid by Eddie Hearn, that's on Eddie. If you tell me Eddie Hearn hasn't delivered what he said he would, i.e. the Haney fight, or whatever, that's on Hearn. You haven't said that. What has happened is, you haven't delivered on winning the fight, you haven't delivered on getting the KO, but yet, you're blaming Eddie. I guarantee you, your bank wire has been received. But that's what I don't get. Wait a minute, so wait there. Don't tell me, it's a big conspiracy, but you got paid. How'd that make sense? Eddie Hearn conspired against you, but the wire was on time. That sounds to me like you dropped the ball on your end, but yet you're trying to blame everyone else again for everything. Don't tell me. It was everyone else and you were the one, wait a minute, Teo. TeofimHO, you was perfect and it was everyone else. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Oh yeah, and the fans love us because they know that we was perfect and it was everyone else's fault. Oh, it was the weight and it was this, it was that. It's only 12 hours before the fight. He was talking about how you're the best ever and you can't be stopped and you got too much power and you're too big and it's going to be a first round. How could Eddie Hearn rig it if you knocked him out in the first round? Or did Eddie Hearn rig the chin of Kambosos? Well, Eddie Hearn's and he changed Kambosos' chin and his chin was too strong and we was robbed and rigged and wow, Listen, Mr. TeofimHO.